Welcome back to Art of Etude, so let's get started. Following what we covered in the previous episode, I'll use this Caprice to talk about the development of passive spiccato, which would be the variety employed during faster passages. As mentioned in the previous episode, the passive nature here comes from encouraging the bow to bounce on its own, and an effective passive spiccato needs only a little coaxing on the part of subtle motions in the bow arm to achieve. Sort of similar to what we covered in the video I made about ricochet stroke. So without forgetting what we arrived at through the exercises in the last episode with active spiccato, let's now take a different perspective and break down the steps. Especially at higher speeds, wrist motion alone already plays a big enough part to achieve this kind of coaxing. So in practice we could work on the independence and strength of the wrist and fingers by exaggerating initial attack. Alright, trying not to move the arm at all, accentuate the beginning of each stroke to start working the arm muscles involved, kind of like a miniature version of the détaché exercises found in episode 16. It's important here to start slow and with smaller accents at first to avoid pushing the muscles too hard initially. When speeding up, keep the feeling of energy from the accents, but now focus more on a feeling of solid contact with the string, and still making the effort to isolate the wrist and fingers, but now making sure that the arm is as relaxed as possible. It's okay if the sound quality coming out is extra crunchy at first. I mean, we really want to start with as little bow as possible. When reaching full speed, now it's time to stop thinking about the individual steps in the bow arm and try to let go, as if the arm is swinging the wrist back and forth. The combination of concentrated energy and momentum with little bow, often less than we think we need, will most likely result in a natural bow bounce. A variant of this exercise is to work in rhythms, so that to achieve an accent, we are launching or flicking the wrist in one direction at a time and then immediately relaxing, so as if to let the wrist come back naturally to its original position by itself. So having gone through these exercises, now let's explore some excerpts from the concert repertoire. that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, feel free to like, subscribe, and share this video if you found it useful. And feel free to leave any questions you might have in the comments below. Cheers!